Student loan does not ruin people's lives overnight, okay? It happens gradually and it's all due to some really common mistakes that people make. Hi, welcome back to MD's Corner. My name is Miata and I help students and families navigate college without taking on student loan debt. Today we are breaking down some of the most common reasons people end up taking on student loan debts in massive amount, and more importantly, how you can avoid those mistakes so that you don't end up in a student loan debt trap. So we're going to begin with the very first reason that I think people take on student loan debt. That'll be lack of information. You would think that because we're in an information age that people would have the information, but people don't have information about the true cost of college. Most families the full picture. They see tuition, but they don't see the hidden fees. They don't see housing, books, transportation, and all these other hidden expenses add up really quickly. And when you don't have the full picture, you borrow blindly, and that's how debt starts to pile up. So remember, hidden cost equals hidden debt. Know the full cost of attending college so that you don't end up in a student loan debt trap. Okay? Number 2 reason why people end up with massive student loan debt is the myth that student loan is a good debt. For so many decades, we have heard the same old story that student loan debt is a good investment, it's a good debt because you're investing into your future. But debt is still debt. And the truth is, not every degree pays off the same way. Some students borrow assuming their future salary will magically cover it. And that's not always the case, especially nowadays, where a lot of the 4-year degree they're paying people $40,000 in starting salary. So you have to be smart. You have to plan. You have to really be smart about it. So remember, student loans, it is not a good debt. Okay? Because in this country, like I said in my last video, there's over 40 million people that are carrying that burden. And most of those people are now sadly facing wage garnishment. So how is that a good debt if that it comes up down to? Do not borrow student loan. Do your research, find out facts, find information that'll help you navigate. Better yet, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and stick with me, and I will help you navigate college without student loans. Moving on. The number 3 reason is pressure to attend a dream school. And let's be honest, prestige is expensive, okay? A lot of students choose based on like the name, the campus, the vibe, but they don't factor in the financial reality of that school. So, and because of that, they end up taking on debt. And to be honest, if you pay 10 grand for a degree versus somebody who paid 100 grand for a degree, like the only thing that's really going to matter when it comes down to it is if you're able to do the job, your work ethic, your personality. Like, are you a good person? Do you have a good work ethic? Can you actually do the job? Like Dave Ramsey always says on his show that when he's hiring, he does not look at where the person went to school. What he looks for is the person's character. He looks for the person's abilities, their capabilities. Are they somebody that is good to work with? Do they have good work ethics? So these are things to consider, not necessarily the price tag of your degree or where you went to college. Okay, so remember, prestige equals debt if you cannot afford it out of pocket. Choose values and not vibes. Number four is not understanding interest rates. Most students and even parents sign documents without understanding the interest rate, and interest rate adds up. If you were to get a 20 grand student loan, that could easily turn into 35 grand or over time. Interest is the silent thief of your future income. Do not take on student loan debt, especially if you're starting, if you're going to get a degree in a career with a low starting salary. If you're going to the medical field, into engineering or some high-tech roles or some other prestigious career field that has a good starting salary, still be careful signing on the dotted line. Like, read the fine prints, understand what the interest rate is, okay? Know before you sign, for medical students and those other special people that I talk about. Everyone else, no student loan. Number 5, parents wanting to help their children. This is a very common thing, and it's common for parents to want to provide the best life and opportunity. But if you cannot afford it, please do not use debt to supplement that. Let your kids know you love them, you'll support them, and you'll help them find other resources and figure out ways to do it without taking on debt. And as an immigrant, I completely understand, okay, or why parents will want the very best for their kids. But love without strategy can lead to so many frustrations that you may not even understand now. Like, I watched the Dave Ramsey show, as I've mentioned earlier, and there's so many times that parents will call, or young adults will call, kids just graduating from college will call and trying to ask and seek advice on how to navigate this situation, because their parents loved them. They wanted them to go to college. They went and took out Parents Plus loans without either telling them or expecting them to have to pay that loan back. And all of these things leads to friction in a relationship in the future. So remember, love should not be equals to loan. Okay? Protect your family. Protect the future peace of your family. No loans. Number 6, choosing majors without salary awareness. This one, again, I'm going to reference Dave Ramsey here. Like, he famously says, if you're going to college to earn a degree in left-handed puppetry, do not go. But on a serious note, if you're going into a career that has low starting salary, do not consider loan as one of the things, as an option, period. Loan should not be on the table at all. Now, like I said, if you're going to the medical field or into engineering or some high-tech roles where the tuition is super duper high and loan has to be added to the equation, do that intentionally and be strategic about it. But if you're to a career that has a starting salary for $38,000, you should not be considering loan at all. Okay? So match your degree cost to the salary and know your ROI before you go ahead. Please. Okay, number 7. And this is one that you all will get sick of hearing me say, but I will not stop saying it. Is not applying for scholarships. Too many students think that scholarships are only for straight A students or athletes, but that is not true. I say that's not true because I apply for scholarship for every single term. I am currently in my final year of college, and I have been able to do that without taking a penny out in loan. How I've been able to pay my fees is through grants and scholarships. And another lie is some people mistakenly think that you only have to apply for scholarship at the beginning of the term, but that's not also true. Just this past semester, All of I received my grants and other scholarships from a local university, and I still have an outstanding bill. I think my total balance was $845 and change, right? And when it came, it was after grants, after all the other scholarships that I had. And I was like, and funny enough, I kind of forgot, and I'm not sure how because I always double check on the scholarships and stuff. But for some reason, I have forgotten the Iowa transfer student scholarship. And when I saw that bill, I did pay first half of the bill. I didn't pay half. I paid like $300 of that bill out of pocket. And sometime right before midterm, if I'm not mistaken, right before, because I needed to pay that money in order to be able to take midterms. Right before midterm, I went back to double check and see other places, and I finally realized that I forgot to apply for this scholarship. So I went ahead, applied for it. It took me like 20 minutes to complete the application. And literally a few days later, I went and checked and saw that the scholarship, I was awarded the scholarship, and my bills has been taken care of. And not only that, I also got a refund. So you can literally apply for scholarship either at the beginning or even during the course of the semester. You can always go back and check around for other scholarships that comes open. So please, there is scholarship for literally everything. There is scholarship for your background, there's scholarship for your interest, there's scholarship for your major, there's scholarship for every person. Okay? Please, 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 do not borrow if you have not applied for scholarship. Okay? Scholarship will always outweigh loans. Grants will always outweigh loans. So always apply, and apply early and apply often. Don't just do it one and done. You always have to keep at it. Moving on, number 8 is colleges encouraging borrowing. You have to do these things intentionally. Like, you can't do it absent-mindedly. You can't do it while you're distracted. So financial aid letters mix grants and loans together, and the way that they do it, once you get your financial aid package, at the very top of that package, they'll tell you the amount that you got in your grant, in your financial aid. If you got $6,000 or whatever the amount is for grants, they will show that to you at the very top. And then at the very bottom, the very next line on that page will be the amount that you got in loans. And they look the exact same. They will very rarely tell you the implication of taking on those loans. But the good thing is, on that page, they do give you the option. So on both of them, on both the grants and the loans, you have to either accept or decline in order to move on. So if you're like me, or you're listening to this advice, you will get decline on the loan button, on the loan portion of that, and accept the grant. So remember, always accept grants and scholarship, and click decline on loans. Okay? Loans is not free money. It may seem that it's free money because they actually don't start collecting it from you until you are done with school. Once you graduate, that's when you start to pay. So loan is not free money. Do not take loans. Moving on, number 9 is lifestyle inflation. But honestly, like, if you need to borrow to live a certain way, especially if you're not taking out a loan to get a house, because that's a necessity. Like, if you need to borrow, please don't do it. Like, do not jeopardize your future just for today. Because if you're borrowing to inflate your lifestyle today, especially as a college student, you're basically selling out your future to your current situation. That's not wise. So don't do that. Lifestyle debt is very much avoidable. You do not need to keep up with the Joneses, to do something that everybody else is doing in order to be important. You are important. You are fabulous. God loves you. You are wonderfully and fearfully made in the image of the Almighty God. He loves you. He adores you. You don't need to be like everybody else, so do what everyone else is doing. Okay? No borrowing for lifetime inflation, especially if you're a college student. 10. Number 10 is lack of guidance, but this is specifically talking about first generation college students or immigrant families. Okay? Because if you're a first generation college student, chances are you may not have a lot of people in your family that you can actually discuss these decisions with, for them to have much better insight to help you navigate college without taking on loan. Okay, you might be going at it alone, or maybe with the assistance of a guidance counselor. And no roadmap, no mentor, and nobody to tell you, hey, do not take this loan, it's not good for you, and things like that. Or even for immigrant families, navigating the U.S. school system for the very first time, there's a lot of things that you don't know or that you may not understand, especially if English is not your first language. So, and these things could easily get you on a path where you're taking on student loan debt, and it keeps piling up till you're literally drowning out in debt. So find somebody. If you're first generation college student, if you're an immigrant family navigating the school system for the very first time, seek out advice, seek out counsels from maybe neighbors, people in your local church community, guidance counselor. Look for resources. Better yet, subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so that you don't ever miss any video, and still guide you through the process. I will show you how I am navigating college without ever taking out a penny in student loan. And last but not least, and I think this is probably the most common one, is student not knowing what they want to study, but still enrolling into college and changing their major so many different times. I personally have met people. I actually did meet a student in my research data analysis class last semester, and we were all just chatting in class before the instructor came in and talking about, what year are you on? Oh, it's my second year, it's my third year, things like that. And this one student girl, she was like, oh my God, this is my second year and I still don't have a major. Like, is that horrible? In my mind, I was like, I mean, my advice is think about it, like really put some time to thinking about it, because my guess, and I didn't ask her this, but my guess and assumption is that she was probably taking out student loan. So this is I think this is one of the biggest contributors to why people end up with so much debt. But if you're that person, maybe you're a junior or sophomore or senior, whatever your situation may be, you do have this dream and desire of going to college, but you are not yet sure what exactly you want to study. My encouragement to you is, do not go to college after high school. Take some time off and figure out what you want to do. Parents, do not force your kids to go to college, especially if they're not set in stone on what they're going to study. Because if you do that, you're going to end up changing your major so many times, and you're going to probably spend more time in school instead of 4 years. And the longer you stay, the more money that you take out in loans. So if you're that person, you don't know what you want to study, but you do want to go to college eventually, I'm going to stick to this channel. Like I said, subscribe, hit the notification bell. My next video that I'm going to post after this one that you're watching will be specifically targeting and talking to people like you, and I'll be providing resources and how you can figure out exactly what you want to do. It's just a guide, some guides and stuff. I'll be providing information on there that'll actually help you figure out the work that you're wired to do, figure out what your passions are, what your talent is, and all these different things, so that you can actually start doing that work instead of going into college and taking on debt that you're going to regret in the future. Okay? So do not take on debt. So that is all that I want to address in this video today. If this has helped you, I want you to hit the like button. I want you to share this information to people in your contacts. It's valuable information that a lot of people don't have, and because they don't have this information, they make mistakes and they do things that they regret in the future. So please share this information to somebody that you know needs it. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, and stick with me. Then my next video, I will be addressing those who still don't know what they want to study in college, or even for adults who are maybe in a dead-end jobs and they're sick and tired of it or looking for ways to change. That video will be addressing things like that, and I'll be providing resources that can help you to make that decision and find the work that you're wired to do. So thank you so much for your time. Have an awesome rest of your day. I wish you and your family the very best. Until next time, stay focused, stay encouraged, but most importantly, stay blessed. God bless you. I'll see you next time.